the U.S. Open Cup early round schedule has been released. The I always love this kind of release because we get to see all the kind of lower league teams get in the mix, get their kind of moment of in the sunshine. Really, we kind of get to see what's going on in the lower leagues. Of course, the MLS teams don't join in until the third and fourth rounds. But let's take a look on screen at some of the matchups we have here. Looks like we're going to be kicking off in March.
Yeah, we got games coming up March 18th, Tuesday. I think there's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday that week in this first round. Some of these teams you're going to know and recognize. Hartford Athletic, USL Championship Club. They go New York Shockers. What a great name that is, the New York Shockers. I'm not going to throw up the hand signal. Sarasota Paradise, Naples, Miami FC, obviously of the USL Championship as well. I think that's the Miami FC.
Sure is.
Should they be sending a complaint to U.S. Soccer to make them change the website? I don't know that that's going to fly with the people down there in Miami. Chattanooga Red Wolves, FC Motown. That's everybody should know that club out of New Jersey. They've done some stuff and made some waves. Westchester, they play Westchester in Montclair, New Jersey. This is the purity of the U.S. Open Cup. This is the romance. This is the magic. I think Texoma is a new club in USL League One, so this might be their debut in the U.S. Open Cup. They're playing Foro SC, and I've done some work with the UPSL, making some videos talking about their playoff season when they get down to UPSL clubs all over the country. And Foro is a club that's done very well and made the finals in years past and things like that. So look out for that one. That could be, an opportunity for a amateur pro upset. Even if you don't know much about Texoma, they are a pro team. That could be an opportunity there. Tulsa Athletic versus FC Tulsa. So UPSL versus USL Championship in a local rivalry. That could be very, very fun. So that was, again, that's Tuesday, March 18th.
I want to hold you up there. I just want to point out that because, part of the, amending the Open Cup formatting was they changed the calendar a couple of years ago, if you don't remember, to kind of placate to the MLS schedule. And a lot of the amateur teams that used to participate don't really get to, because many amateur teams don't have their team together. It's mostly college guys and stuff like that. They only have the regular teams together in March. So it's interesting to see that there is a handful of amateur teams able to, field a squad against pro teams here with the new, schedule.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, when you don't know a lot about these teams, you might not know how difficult it is for them to put teams together to play in this competition. And so, but look, those rosters turn over every year anyway because they're college kids. But then it becomes, the kind of college kids we could normally bring in aren't going to be available, as you said. So now we're looking at, are you bringing in some guys that, maybe a little bit older, guys that are semi-pro? Is this a situation where instead of being college-focused short-season clubs in the Open Cup, they are bringing – and remember, Des Moines Menace, a USL League Two club, right down there. They're playing Sporting Kansas City 2 in Kansas City at Swope Soccer Village. That was the club that Sasha Kleshtin and friends joined up with last year. So, I haven't heard anything on that front. I don't know if Sasha's coming out again. Maybe somebody else has gotten word and can tell us in the chat or let us know in the comments if Sasha, and I think it was it Roger Espinoza? I'm trying to remember who else he pulled in to play for the Des Moines Menace. But they that could be a thing again this year. We might see some guys sort of come out of retirement, so to speak, and throw their hat in the ring to play for one of these amateur sides if they just want to participate and be part of the Open Cup. Let's see. Columbus Crew 2, New York Renegades, another UPSL club that's had some good success. Chattanooga Football Club, which is that Chattanooga FC? We were playing in Nisa, and I believe, I don't know where we are with Nisa. Nisa has collapsed. Nisa's gone. Nisa's had their sanctioning revoked, but their clubs are still involved, I guess.
Chattanooga is a MLS Next Pro team now.
Oh, that's what that NP means. That means Next Pro. So we're not putting MLS in there. We're just putting Next Pro, right? Sporting Kansas City 2. That's true. They must have switched over. Richmond Kickers, famously the last non outside of Sacramento, before Sacramento, right? The last non-MLS team to make a final was the Richmond Kickers. Let's see. They just went through a rebrand. We may have to do a rebrand review for clubs like Richmond. I don't know how I feel about it, Rob. Anyway, just it's obviously a long list because it's the first round. Very very cool to kind of learn about the teams. Like I would encourage people who don't know a lot about these clubs to learn about them. Different varying leagues. Portland Hearts of Pine, for example, made waves with their first ever kit and their badge. They've got really cool stuff going on up there. Some of these teams are representing MLS clubs or are connected to MLS clubs like Tacoma Defiance out of Washington, which is the next pro team for Seattle. I'll also point out Soda City FC, again, because I've done some things with the UPSL, rather. I know a little bit about these clubs. They went back-to-back as national champions in the UPSL, Soda City. That's never been done before. That's also, they're a high amateur club, some college kids, but a lot of guys that are just playing for the love of the game. And I think that's a great story. So there you go. U.S. Open Cup first round.
Be sure to check out thecup.us for independent coverage. They have great articles and they have this schedule over there. Great to see some Flint City Bucks bashing in the chat too. Always love that. And thanks for tuning in to Long Balls and Morning Kick Around. If you haven't done so, click the subscribe button. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers and be the next to do so. Follow us along on social media at mkickaround on X, Instagram, and Blue Sky. And if you're able to do so, share and donate to the show, ko-fi.com/morningkick.